In July, Montana, it gets hot. It's stinking hot. I mean, this year it's been in the low 90s, mid 90s through the day, so it's tough, it's challenging. You get a few stands in the morning, maybe 1 or 2 in the evening, so you really got to maximize your opportunities, and because you don't get a lot of stands to do during a day.
But the other thing that's hot is the dogging. I think it's some of the best time to get some of the best interaction with coyotes you can get. I think the reason why it's such good is because their pups are out, they're following their parents, and those parents have really got their guards up. Not that they don't have them up earlier. The adult coyotes are trying to teach them how to hunt, and they're ranging out a little bit further from the den and not married to the den as quite as much. So you're gonna get these coyotes that are a little bit more territorial when they hear or see dogs in their country, and they should be pretty aggressive.
You know how to work this, mister? Spray and pray or what? Yeah, that's right. You can hit something with that.
You know, it's cool hunting with Levi. I really enjoy coming out here. He's got some really good dogs. He puts a lot of time into them, and he cares about them.
Got sleepies in your eyes. You can't go to work with sleepies.
But he knows how to run a stand. He knows how to control his dogs. That's what's fun. You have confidence when you come out here dogging with Levi. You know you're gonna get action. You know you're gonna see coyotes and get some good dogging work done.
My same old routine I use, it's working, so if it's not broke, why fix it? You know, I'll usually locate, you know, try to find them. And then what I do is I just move in, and then I'll go to Mr. Mouthy. I'll get on the Mr. Mouthy howler, I'll howl. And then I just sit and wait for maybe 1, 2, 3 minutes. Then I'll use like the group yip howl. And then I'll wait another 3 or 4 minutes. You know, you don't have to get in a big rush when you call, and you gotta be patient is the key in this. And then I'll go right into lightning jack. That's what I use a lot just because I like it. I'll probably run it for 2 or 3 minutes. I'll shut it off. I'll wait another 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. You know, like I said, it's all patience. And I mean, my dogs are looking, they're either gonna sight or hear or smell them. And then if I can't get them to pop on that, then I'll go to the pup screams. And you know, basically what I have said in there is, you know what, I'm in the area, here I am. Now I'm in here eating your food. You know, I've actually went and killed a rabbit or, you know, whatever. And these coyotes are very, very territorial this time of year because they're gonna be feeding their young in an area and they don't want any other coyotes in there, so. And then, you know, the last one's a pup scream. You're basically saying, well, I'm in here, I'm beating the shit out of your kid. But a lot of times if you can't get them pulled in with just howling them, or if you can't get them pulled in with the food, you can get them in with the pup screams.
Coyote coming right here, 12 o'clock. Copper's down here, he sees them. Take him right there.
Yeah. Abner shoots and misses, and so I just told Abner, just relax, Copper will go out to him.
Abner, hold on, he'll come back. Here he comes again. Copper might give me a redemption shot. Right here, 2 more right here. 3 of them.
So there's 3 coyotes right over the fox pearl collar looking at it. If we play our cards right here, we're gonna kill all 3 of these.
Here, let me range it. At 230. Nice shot. Okay, the one to the right,
How far is that, Levi?
335, Abner.
Smoked him. A triple? I mean, that's always fun when you're coyote hunting, right? Three dead coyotes.
Tune, brother. The rancher's gonna like you.
Nice job, Copper.
Good job, mister.
Good boy. I'm watching Foxborough Fur Takers right here on the Outdoor Channel. Levi Johnson, dogging with Levi and Copper. We got more dogging action from Montana right after this. The beauty about dogging coyotes in the summertime is you get to see coyotes in a very distinct manner. You know, they're just territorial, they're very vocal. It's not just like going out and calling in the fall or winter where they're not real vocal, you know, they're just coming into food sounds. But you know, this time of year you really get to experience some cool aspects of coyotes and their habitat and how they live and how they protect it.
Abner, should we go one more?
Getting towards the end of that morning where you're not going to get too many more stands in, we get in this sage country with a nice coulee that runs up through there and a creek bottom.
But it's kind of a tough setup. It was just one of those setups you didn't know where to sit.
That's what I'm saying, if we just walk across the coulee and...
Yeah, probably should. Get over there.
Yeah, we just get over and bustle.
Come on, Copper.
Ain't that far.
Man, Levi howled, and all of a sudden these coyotes just light up the top of this draw.
Well, there's a mess up there and lighten it up.
When they're howling like that, you're optimistic. You're like, oh boy, here we go. It's gonna get real here in a second.
Here he comes. Abner, here he comes. He's coming right down, straight at us.
Oh yeah, I see it, Levi. Here he comes. Coming right through that sage, yep.
He sees Copper now. Abner, right here, right here, right here. Right here, big one coming off the hill.
Yep, Copper's coming. Here they come. This other one's coming right down to that one.
He's running that one off.
That furred up one's a big one.
Yeah, one's big. Shoot the big one, Abner. If they get right out there in front, just you're not gonna be able to shoot them. They get much.
Well, we had a bank right in front of us, and we looked at this before we sat down. We didn't know whether to sit there. We thought about it, but we wanted to stay back in that sage just to give us some good cover.
But it's Murphy's Law. If you sit somewhere, the coyote's gonna go where you don't want them to go, and that's what happened here.
You're gonna bring them right up in my lap.
Dang it, we're gonna be under this bank.
They're dogging, they're right down there on the bank. And they were just down there howling and raising cane.
I'm sure it was a pretty good session if a guy could have watched it. Bark, 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 and you're just like, God dang, we picked the wrong spot.
But what Copper did here is he went down and got in behind them to try and push those coyotes up over to us.
Right here, right here. You on him? Right there.
Stop him.
Where'd that second one go? Let the pup distress, see if we can get that second one in. Abner, right here. Right here on the ridge. Right here on the ridge.
Oh yeah, right there.
Good shot, buddy, good shot. Good going, buddy, double.
Fox Pro Fur Takers on the Outdoor Channel, dogging with Levi, 5 dead in 2 hours.
And that is the beauty of dogging coyotes and dogging with Levi right here in Big Sky Country in Montana. There's coyotes all over the place. Hey, I can shoot them when they're close, huh?
Good job, buddy.
Thanks, man.
You bet. I'll go get this one. Get yours. We'll meet back here in the middle.
All right, that sounds good.
All right.
Hey, they're dropping like flies. Hornady bullets are just knocking them dead, man.
I know. Good shooting.
Thank you, sir.
Got a little dog work going on.
Yes, sir. It's the middle of July, it's hot, and we're dogging with Levi right here in Montana. It's getting hot, it's getting, 8:30, 9 o'clock. We had sat there for a long period of time, and we had sitting there on that stand for 16 minutes or better.
And we're just about getting ready to go, and then all of a sudden Abner says, coyotes.
Oh yeah, there's 4 over there. There's one coming right down through that bottom, right up to us.
And here they come, and Copper went right to him, and we lost Copper, and we lost the coyotes.
They just went behind that other hill.
Abner. 3 of them underneath the butte.
Then on this far butte, about over there a half mile, these 3 are on this big hillside, this big butte. We were wondering where Copper ended up, and wouldn't you know, Copper's clean over there on this huge butte, dogging these coyotes. Coming up the right, Copper's there. There's Copper. Copper's dogging them clean over on that butte. It's amazing to see these coyotes that far out there, and a good dog like Copper brings them all the way back into rifle range for you. They're getting back down under that hill. They're getting that ravine. Levi, move over here. Move over. They're down in that ravine. You can come over. Right down here in the bottom, right in the bottom.
And that's the beauty of the dog. You can get away with movement and maybe a little talking that you're not going to get away with just in a wintertime setting calling coyotes.
This one's standing there through the grass at about 70, 80 yards, and that one's almost getting our wind, so we needed to kill that coyote. Let me shoot this one right here. This one down, there's the other one over there. Shot.
That was crazy.
Baby.
That was crazy.
Baby. Fur takers, we're dogging in Montana with Levi Johnson and Copper. Look how white their chest is. Do you like hunting with one dog?
With him, I do.
Yeah.
And the reason I really switched to hunting with one dog versus 2 is the guy shooting, he only has to worry about one dog.
That's right.
It's just easier to know where one dog is and heat of the moment. And
Yep.
but he's old, and not old, but he's seasoned and knows what's going on, experience, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah. All right, let's roll. It's the middle of July, we're in Montana, and we're dogging with Levi Johnson.
Abner right up on the hill.
We get on this stand and this coyote comes up, posts up on top of the hill. We see him and starts coming down the hill, sees copper. They start dogging. The sun's kind of beating right in our face, so it's tough to see what's going on. But this coyote really dogs well and is very vocal by itself. Ready? And I just whiffed on this coyote. Dang, I'm sorry, Copper. My bad, man. Sorry, dude. It's all right. You just move on and try to get a better opportunity, another opportunity to redeem yourself. Do this, brother. We got on an early morning stand and it was pretty cool country, a lot of thick sage country and a prairie dog town out there a little ways. So we knew we were in good country and we set up and howled. As soon as we howled, we had a couple crews light up, you know, back kind of behind us and out in front of us.
Abner.
You see one over there?
That coyote's coming right over here. Hurry up, get over here.
I needed to move over there because I couldn't see down over that bank.
Just cross the road. If you can get down to that sagebrush down there, you'll be perfect.
And this coyote, I get a 10-20 on him. Well, he's not far from the truck. He kind of sees the truck and sits down. He's just laying down there. He's not going. How far is he, Levi?
275, Abner.
Tipped him over, lights out. Good shooting, buddy.
Rocked him, baby. I know one thing. A coyote isn't safe within 350 yards of me in that bone crusher and that Ruger Precision.
Male.
Yeah, that's
Good.
big old head on him, huh? Look how far away the truck is right here. This coyote's probably 80, 70 yards from the truck.
Yeah. You'd never get away with that not having a dog there. They wouldn't even come up next to pickup, but they're so infatuated on them, you know, on them dogs that it was lights out.
Got Desi tonight, huh?
Yeah, see,
He does.
she's probably out of shape a little bit.
Levi, right here in the bottom. Coming straight up the draw right here. Two of them. Oh, they just winded us.
Wind's at our back.
Switch that pup distress.
Right over here to the right, right over to the right.
I see it right there.
Nice shot, buddy, nice shot.
Her down, baby. Nice, man.
Good shooting, man.
Good whenever they come in like that.
You know, this trip's been a fun trip. You know, every year these guys come out, Fox Pro. I love having them. They're great guys, great company, but it's been lights out. Been a great time with these guys this week.
We love to hunt with Levi. We like to hunt with good people, and that's why I come out here to Winnett, Montana, a small town in the middle of nowhere, and I'll definitely be back to hunt with Levi again, for sure.